Welcome to another episode of Tiki Taka Corner. The finals have just happened, and glory to Tottenham Hotspurs. Ayush, how are you?
Not good, not good at all. That's not a question I would answer right now. But Manchester United nil, Tottenham Hotspur 1 from the Athletic Bilbao Stadium. 17 years it took for Tottenham to win a major trophy. Long wait for their fans, but this is the smile on their face. While I don't know, as a Man United fan, I feel depressed because this was our game to win. And with the team Ruben Amorim picked, I don't know why he started Mount when he had Ugarte on the bench. Ugarte didn't play 1 minute of the game. And is disappointed. Bruno Fernandes' absolute shambolic performance as a captain in the final. I am not going to hold words back and I'm going to be back with Man United. But I want to go to you first because this is a very long wait for every fan.
Yeah, I honestly didn't think United are going to lose. I thought they're going to win. Madison out, Kulusevski out, so many key players out. But I think Tottenham, after scoring that goal in the 43rd minute, Brennan, I don't know even if he scored a goal.
Yeah,
Luke Shaw made a big whoopsie over there. But after that, it was just park the bus for
it's
us.
probably the most like weird European final ever. I would say like none of the teams deserve to be in the final in the first place. But they were in the final, and then Manchester United did do absolutely nothing all game. The only thing that they did were two headers. One was a goal line clearance from Mickey Van de Ven, which was awesome, by the way. And then towards the very end of the game, Luke Shaw comes in. He's trying to like salvage something back of his mistake, but then Vicario makes a great save. And Ange said one thing during the season
Yeah,
that has come true, that he always wins
wins in
something.
the second season. So I think that was great. I was worried about Ange. I still feel he might be sacked after this game, just like Jose Mourinho
Yeah,
was
yeah.
one game before the final. But this was a jackpot because now Tottenham's in the Champions League. They have a European trophy. Arsenal could never. So I feel it was a great game in my opinion, but it could have been action packed. Knowing United were slaying all their games, they were undefeated, and Tottenham, on the other hand, were just getting these handout wins. Still, needless to say, we still have a trophy in the cabinet now, unlike we were before.
One player I really feel good for is Son, because he did not get to play a lot of the game. He hasn't looked too good previously, but Spurs probably going to keep him for one more year.
Yeah.
And then he, as the captain of the team today, got to lift that trophy. I don't know how UEFA fucks it up that he doesn't get a medal. They ran out of medals, and that's UEFA we are talking about. I don't know how Son didn't get his medal. He's probably going to get it shipped out.
Yeah.
But he is also now a winner. Harry Kane won a trophy. It's like a full circle complete for these guys because they have been on it for so many years.
Yeah, I think this was a break free from the curse season. Harry Kane winning, Spurs winning, even Crystal Palace won. Like that was a surprise. So
Newcastle beat Liverpool in the Carabao Cup final.
exactly, this is has been a season of disappointments and surprises. United, Tottenham, both disappointed, but I found their road to the final very amazing.
I think that Manchester United had a clear chance to win this game. If someone was to fear losing today, it should have been Spurs, but it felt nothing like that for 90 minutes. Tottenham came with a plan, and that was plan to defend for their lives. And once the ball was in the back of the net, like we saw how he's taking off attackers and he's putting Kevin Danzo in
Yep.
the last like 15 minutes, and the strategy was pretty clear. But on the other hand, Ruben Amorim waited to make like the first sub like 70th minute, and
Yep.
Garnacho comes on, but there is not enough time, and then they're again relying on Maguire
Yep.
to just be in the box in the last 2 minutes, and he just magically just hits a header in the goal. Doesn't happen every game because
Yep.
you're caught. And I think Ruben Amorim's part, although he's gonna stay at the club, I don't think he should be sacked. It's way too early. But this was very poor, shambolic for Manchester
Yep.
United.
And I think one few small tidbits is you saw how they were making Maguire mad during the game. I think that was very tactful because Maguire in the last few games has scored amazing goals. Even Bruno, he had 6 goals in 7 games. completely these two players shut down.
Casemiro too. Like Casemiro has been crucial against Bilbao and against Lyon, the big like ties where United won and came to the final. Today it never felt like he didn't do anything wrong, but at the same time Casemiro comes up with those clutch world class like passes, some one touch play or here and there. Every time it felt that United couldn't create anything from the middle of the park. All they had to do was go to the sides,
Yeah.
and Spurs could defend these crosses like literally for 10 years. That was easy for Romero, and when they went all game, they just had to head the ball out of their goal.
Exactly. I think still, like, I wouldn't say it's a tactful masterclass, but it's a good bit of change from game from Ange playing that high line all season and towards the end completely switching tactics. I think that is what caught Man United off guard.
Even if with United, if we see Dallo came back, Euro came back, and all these players, Zirkzee like broke his hamstring apart. No one knows. Like even on commentary, they're like this some magical medical thing they did or something to bring him back.
Yeah.
But then he was they never
He,
looked fit. He couldn't do anything on the pitch. But that was just like a play, like a like mind games that oh
yeah.
we have a better team on paper, but the team did nothing on the pitch today. And as a Manchester United fan, all I see from here is darkness because this Europa League, more than this season, was supposed to be good for next season. Not only does Tottenham get to qualify for the Champions League, they also win a trophy, but they get that 150 million prize, which can go directly. I don't know what Daniel Levy is going to do with the money, but that's going to go into the team. And if Ange stays, he has one final chance to maybe rebuild something and do better next season.
Yeah, a rebuild is very important. We have many broken legs this season. I think I could say Ange is partly to be blamed for it, for his highline tactics and pushing these players. Next season looks very scary for us. Is Levy going to fuck it up? Let's find out.
Exactly. And for United, I think we will do another video separately. I'm going to have much more to speak about these players because Ruben Amorim, you have to blame the manager because if the manager is not making substitutes and after the game he comes and says, oh, we had most control in the second half and I'm not going to make substitutes just to show people that I'm making changes. I will make changes when I feel that there's a change needed in the team. Didn't feel like United had control ever in the game, to be honest. And now it's a tough long road. Next season, I think it's gonna get worse for United. Honestly,
It is. It is. Good points. But yeah, we'll see what happens.
definitely. But again, congratulations to all the Tottenham Hotspurs fan. It was a huge wait, but you're finally European champions, and Arsenal fans are still crying somewhere. We're still hearing them back in the out of the Champions League, no trophy. I'm just kidding. But Arsenal had a great season too. Next season is gonna be fun, and we'll soon be back. Robin's probably gonna make something for Tottenham next season as well. So keep on watching us at the Tiki Taka Corner, guys.